As Jesus walked along, he saw a man who had been blind from birth. His disciples turned to him and asked, "Teacher, who sinned, this man or his parents, that he was born blind?" It was not that this man sinned, nor his parents, but this happened so that the works of God might be displayed in him. As long as it is day, we must do the works of him who sent me. Night is coming, when no one can work. While I am in the world, I am the light of the world. Then Jesus spat on the ground, made mud with his saliva, and spread it on the blind man's eyes. He said to him, "Go, wash in the pool of Siloam." The name means sent. The man obeyed, he went. He washed and came back seeing. His neighbors and those who had seen him begging asked, "Isn't this the same man who used to sit and beg?" Some said, "Yes, it's him." Others said, "No, he only looks like him." But the man kept saying, "I am the one." They asked, "How then were your eyes opened?" He answered, "The man they called Jesus made some mud, put it on my eyes, and told me to go to Siloam and wash. So I went and washed, and now I can see." Now the day when Jesus made the mud and opened his eyes was a Sabbath. The Pharisees questioned him again about how he received his sight. He told them plainly, "He put mud on my eyes, I washed, and now I see." Some of the Pharisees said, "This man is not from God, for he does not keep the Sabbath." But others said, "How can a sinner perform such signs?" And they were divided. Scene. Interrogation intensifies. They turned again to the blind man. "What have you to say about him?" "It was your eyes he opened." The man replied, "He is a prophet." Still, they didn't believe he had been blind, so they called his parents. "Is this your son?" They asked, "Was he born blind? How can he now see?" His parents answered carefully, "We know he is our son, and we know he was born blind. But how he can see now, or who opened his eyes, we don't know. Ask him, he is of age. He will speak for himself." They said this because they feared the religious leaders, who had decided that anyone who acknowledged Jesus as the Messiah would be put out of the synagogue. A second time they summoned him. "Give glory to God by telling the truth," they said. "We know this man is a sinner." He replied, "Whether he is a sinner or not, I don't know. One thing I do know, I was blind, but now I see." They pressed him again. "What did he do to you? How did he open your eyes?" He answered, "I have told you already, and you did not listen. Why do you want to hear it again? Do you want to become his disciples too?" Then they hurled insults at him and said, "You are this fellow's disciple. We are disciples of Moses. We know that God spoke to Moses. But as for this man, we don't even know where he comes from." The man answered bravely, "Now that is remarkable. You don't know where he comes from, yet he opened my eyes. We know that God does not listen to sinners. He listens to the godly person who does his will. Nobody has ever heard of opening the eyes of a man born blind. If this man were not from God, he could do nothing." To this they replied, "You were steeped in sin at birth. How dare you lecture us?" And they threw him out. When Jesus heard they had thrown him out, he found the man and said, "Do you believe in the Son of Man?" He asked, "Who is he, sir, that I may believe in him?" Jesus said, "You have now seen him. In fact, he is the one speaking with you." Then the man said, "Lord, I believe," and he worshipped him. Jesus said, "For judgment I have come into this world, so that the blind will see, and those who claim to see will become blind." Some Pharisees nearby heard him and asked, "What? Are we blind too?" Jesus replied, "If you were blind, you would not be guilty of sin. But now that you claim you can see, your guilt remains." You can read the story for yourself in the book of John chapter 9 verse 1 to 41.